Good morning, children. Today we are going to start the new chapter of civics, that is elections. Here we will discuss the different kind of elections. Now this flow chart shows importance of elections. People elect representatives, representatives form government, government make laws, and these laws are obeyed by same people who elect representatives. Election, what is election? Election is a procedure where persons are chosen by voting to represent two voters for running the government. So here people elect their representatives with the means of vote. It is an organized process in which people vote to choose the person who can represent them in parliament or state legislative. In modern societies, elections are fought on party lines. A political party is a group of people holding similar views or beliefs. Any political party or a combination of parties getting the largest number of votes form the government. Elections, types of election. First is general election, midterm elections, and third one is by-election. What is general election, children? The election which are held to elect the members of the Lok Sabha after expiry of the normal term of 5 years, we call it general election. So after every 5 years, the election which are held, that we call general elections. Election to some state legislative assemblies may be held along with the parliamentary elections only in some legislative assemblies. Now we move to the next, that is midterm election. This type of election is held when a state legislative assembly or the Lok Sabha is dissolved before the completion of its full term of 5 years. So children, do listen it carefully, that if Lok Sabha gets dissolved before the completion of its full term of 5 years, the new house will normally have a full 5-year term. So the new Lok Sabha members who are elected, they will have the full 5-year term, and this election is called midterm election. Then I move to the next, that is by-elections. In by-election, when a seat held by any member of legislative assembly in the center or a state, it falls vacant. It falls vacant. Vacant means that no representative is there. So maybe due to death, due to resignation of the member, the seat falls vacant. So in that case, the new election is held, which we call by-election. And the particular person or the representative who is newly elected by the means of by-election remains the member for the unexpired term of the house. So in this manner, the elections are held. General election after every 5 years, the election which are held. Midterm election in case if Lok Sabha gets dissolved, and by-election if any person vacates the seat due to death, due to resignation. Now we are going to discuss kinds of elections. Elections are of two kinds, direct election and indirect election. So what is direct election? In direct election, people vote directly. And in indirect election, people elect representatives, and the elected representative elect their members. Every adult has the right to vote in direct election, and every elected representative has the right to vote in indirect election. So direct election gives opportunity people to elect their representatives directly. For direct elections, there is a very large body of voters. called as the electorates, means all the citizens, they are the voters. Members of Lok Sabha, Vidhan Sabha, Gram Panchayat and Municipal Corporation are elected directly. In indirect election, there is a small body of voters. Already the elected representatives, they are the voters. Members of Rajya Sabha, Vidhan Parishad, President and Vice President are elected indirectly. So here we are going to discuss examples of indirect election. Rajya Sabha, 250 238 elected by members of legislative assemblies of states and union territories, and 12 members are nominated by president. In Vidhan Parishad, 1/3 elected by legislative assembly, 1/3 elected by local bodies like corporations, panchayats, and 1/12 by persons engaged in teaching in educational institutes, and 1/12 by registered graduates, 1/6 nominated by governor. Then president. President is elected by electoral college, members of the parliament and members of the legislative assembly. Here is the picture of Election Commission of India. Now we are going to discuss composition of Election Commission. It headed by Chief Election Commissioner, assisted by other election commissioners. Chief Election Commissioner acts as the chairman of the Election Commission. At present, it is a 3-membered body. Okay, now we are going to discuss appointment of Election Commission. The Chief Election Commissioner and other election commissioners are appointed by the President. President may also appoint regional commissioners to assist the Election Commission. Tenure of the Election Commission of India. The Chief Election Commissioner and other election commissioners hold the office for the term of 6 years. However, they need to vacate the office if they attain the age of 65 years. Their salary is equal to the salary of Supreme Court. After retirement, they get pension. All the decisions will be taken according to the opinion of majority. In case there is difference in opinion among Chief Election Commissioner and other election commissioners. Now we are going to discuss election procedure. First, announcement of elections is done. Later, nominations are done of representative. Then, scrutiny of nomination. All the applications, they are checked. Then, publication of list and election campaign is held. Then, the poll, it means the voting is done. At last, total votes are counted, results are declared. So with this, the chapter is completed. Thank you.